Gamers, welcome back to another Wednesday night stream. It's me, your boy, JTV Live, back with some more Planet Coaster 2 and some Dune Awakening. Hopefully, tonight's stream is going to be a little bit closer to normal, a little bit more regular than last night's stream. Last night's stream was a little wacky. Some things went wrong, some things happened, but we're all good. We're all fine now. Hopefully, nothing goes wrong tonight. But it should be pretty straightforward. Planet Coaster 2, we're going to be working on the remaster of Parks and Restoration. Continuing work. We are almost done with that. I literally think 2 more roller coasters, and then it'll just be final touches after that. And then the park will be finished, and I'll be able to put it up on the workshop for everybody to enjoy. So that's pretty exciting. Tonight, what we're going to be doing is starting a second slide tower in our water park area. I think that's desperately needed. Plus, we're only 1 attraction away from getting 5 stars. So I think that's pretty cool. And then I also want to work on a new roller coaster. Like I said, there's room for 2 more, and I'll go more in depth once we have the park up. But there's room for 2 more, and I think we're going to start working on one of those tonight. And then in Dune Awakening, we need to upgrade our vehicles. Offline, I went ahead and upgraded the weapons and our armor. So now our guy is should be a lot more capable as we go into battle. And now we need to upgrade our vehicles. That includes our buggy, so that way we can get the good laser to mine some good aluminum. And then also our ornithopter as well. Need some upgrades. So that's what we're going to be doing tonight. That's the general plan. But before we hop into Dune, we of course got some Planet Coaster. I got the park booted up right here. I'm going to throw on some music real quick. Make sure I got that going really fast. That should be good. I feel comfortable. Okay. So, let me explain what I mean by we have about room for 2 coasters left. I can go ahead and press play, so that way there's some noise going on. But I think over here, I'm thinking 1 coaster along here in this kind of area. And then I'm thinking 1 coaster out on this peninsula. And so the park will kind of dead end here. Probably a flat ride here in the middle to kind of marry both of them together. But that's the general plan for up here. And the second slide tower right here is what I was thinking of for the main thing. Most of what we did last time was all like decorative stuff. I know we went in, we did this gift shop, which I'm actually pretty happy with the layout of. It definitely needs some decorations and some theming, but it looks pretty good. And then we also just did some minor touches. So I figured tonight we would do something a bit more proactive and productive. Let's start by going into flat rides. What are we missing? I feel like we have... Do we have a teacups yet? Yeah, we have a teacups. This looks familiar. Where do we have this? Where have we built this? I know we have... Have we not? Because that would be perfect for up there, actually. Okay. It looks like there's no teacups ride. Yeah, that is a negative on... Oh, I think it will tell us how many we have built. Already in park? 0. Yep. This will be the perfect sort of capstone ride. We can put it right up here. Boom. Right as you're coming up the landing. Obviously now we need to move these trees. Gonna throw this here. And then we need to build a plaza around it. Nice. So I'm basically thinking that's the entrance. So let's just throw that there so we get the grid. I'm gonna do 2 by 2 actually. Okay. Actually, yeah, we know we do need this for the height. Okay. So, like, right there. And then right there. And then right there. Okay. Boom. Okay. Got it. Easy. Alright, I'm pretty hyped with that. And then... So now that we've got this main plaza sort of figured out, obviously, again, we need to move these to some different places. And then I'm thinking the pathway comes like this. Up there. Actually, let's... Hold on, let's kind of merge this all together a little bit. Because I'm going to regret not doing this later. This is pretty much all the places where the path is going to go. So let's just kind of equalize all of this. Make it all good. Work together. Okay. This we need to smooth a bit. Perfect. I'm pretty happy with that. Obviously, we need to repaint now. Yeah. Okay. Intensity. And then just kind of boom. Yeah. And then I'm going to kind of bring this over this way. Yeah. Okay. Bam. Epic. Okay. That could be... I think we can fix that, right? Isn't there a... Yeah. Hold on. We can make this a little bit better. Sorry, this is a little bit slower going than I thought it was going to be, but it's good that we're doing this now. I don't usually build these big plazas like this, so it's kind of a new challenge for me. Okay. No! Okay. We're just gonna have to do this and then kind of... GF, okay. Nope. Okay, it's fine. We can live with it. We'll cover it up with... Oh, that's exactly what we can do. Easy. Can't even tell. Okay, so we've got this sorted now. So now we need the Q path. Okay. And I'm gonna have the Q wrap all the way. That's not good. Okay, that's a bit of a problem. Okay, that fixed it. Okay, now it wants us to go backwards for some reason. Okay. There we go. I'm pretty confident that not a lot of people are gonna ride this. So, I'm pretty sure I can just leave it as is, and it should be pretty good. Like, I don't think we'll need a longer queue line, is what I'm saying. I don't think there's gonna be a lot of... I don't think there's gonna be people clamoring to walk all the way over here just to do teacups. I mean, granted, there will be coasters here as well, but still. Let's smoothen this. Make it less obvious that we just ran through here with a flat. Okay. Boom. So now we got this in the middle. And this rock is going to be a perfect place to hide a power distributor. Facilities, custom power distributor. Then we're just going to cheese our way into this. Okay. This isn't going to work for the roller coaster we're building. But it also doesn't look like... In theory, this should be connected, but... Okay, no, that should be good. I'm going to assume that's good. And that's connected. Let's see what all these... doesn't have enough power to open. That's fixed. I don't really care about that. Guess we're waiting a long time. Which restaurant is this? Okay, can we expand? Not really. Yeah, we can't really add any more tables here. So people are just going to have to wait a long time, you know? The food there must be really good. That's one of our better restaurants, I'm pretty sure. If I remember correctly. Where were we? Over this way. Now you can be opened. And we should have a 5-star rating now that we opened another attraction. Because it said we were 1 away from our next star. Yay! Let's go! 5-star park, baby. That's what I love to see. And now we can breathe easy as we have this lovely, lovely 5-star park. This park is perfect. Literally. Critically, this park is perfect. So we can basically end there if we wanted to. But I'm not gonna do that. We need to decide. We only have 1 family coaster. I could honestly probably fit a second family coaster, like a really tiny, like Dragon Wagon style coaster, like right here. I might actually do that eventually, but over here, we got kind of this long peninsula. We don't really have a lot of room for any big drops or crazy elements like that. So, let's round out our lineup with a nice family launch coaster. I love these family launch coasters. I love making them. So we're going to throw one of them down here. And I think having like a twisted layout kind of around this whole little area is going to be perfect. But before I do that, I'm trying to think. Before we go crazy, are there any like scenery pieces? We'll work the scenery into the ride. I think like right I think I'm gonna want it like this. Yeah, right here. Oh no, sorry. Right here. We're good. Hopefully that wasn't too loud. I tried to muffle that as best as I could. Moving up here. Alright, we're going to do it like this. Optional catwalk. Perfect. Let's do this first launch. Let's do a nice 45 miles an hour. I don't think we're going to end up getting to that speed, but I don't think we want to go above... I think like 50 is the max speed we want to go. Just because it's going to bother me. Alright, turn off the catwalk. How fast do we get? Okay, that gets us up to 45. Okay, obviously we're going to need banking offset for this. right, what are our G's? Because we also don't want to go over, like, probably 2 G's for an, in theory, family coaster. How much? Okay. A little over 2 G's. And I actually don't think we need to go up to 3. Okay, we can actually make this a lot smaller. Okay. This kind of works. It's like a nice first element. It kind of hangs there. Okay, that goes a little bit too high G-forces, actually. Because I kind of want this to do like a full wrap around. Oh, can we do that? Because that will really allow us to go. No! No! All of my slides are launching people again. That's not good. You guys can't see it because of my webcam. But I think every single slide, oh my gosh, it's another one. Another slide raft has hit the pavement. I repeat, a second slide raft has hit the pavement. How many do we got? Oh my gosh. Oh no. Oh, we're really turning into Action Park, aren't we? Hey, but it said they're leaving the park. Like, as in voluntarily. As in not being carted out. So, all things considered, I wouldn't say it's too bad. I wouldn't say it's the worst thing that could have happened. The flume launched you and you walked out. Like, I feel like that's a blessing. Okay, I made it worse. How we had it originally was so close. I think we need to do that. I just hate how it hangs there. I don't like it. Maybe if we only go up 1. But then I feel like we won't be getting height, and it won't be as visually interesting. But maybe, what do I know? Let's try this. 36 feet. 2.7's a little high. Okay. That was a lot snappier. Okay, that does kind of need to be... Alright, it's kind of wobbly, but we're going to be fixing that. Okay. In theory, I think the G's on this should be good. Let's see, let's see. Okay. We're actually not going too fast up here, so I think we can get away with a sharper turn here. Okay. That all looks good. That all looks good. And then fall back down. Actually, we can kind of do this. I think maybe like... and then come to the left. Okay, we'll just do an upward helix here. Okay, I think I can make this work. Okay. How did that go? Okay, 0 G's. Okay, that's not a ton of clearance. I think it already needs to be going down a little bit. Really ride the ground here. Okay. All right. I don't like how it changes the same direction. Also, I feel like it's a little laggy, but not laggy. It feels kind of floaty, like it's just sort of floating through the layout, but it is a family. I need to remind myself that this is a family coaster. It does not need to plow through this layout like it's an RMC. There's no need for that. This is supposed to be an accessible launch coaster. I think maybe a little dip down the cliff. Ooh, if we can have it... Actually... if this works... as in, like, it makes it up here, it's not going to, but that would be pretty cool. You know, that's not ideal. Not ideal. Okay, we're doing what the second launch to be. I feel like we can have more of a layout through here. I feel like it loses a lot of momentum. Maybe that's just me. Oh. Sorry, I had to itch my leg. Okay. Okay. 15. 33. And actually, I'm gonna do this. That's actually pretty fun. Sorry, I just had an idea, because I saw how slow it was going as it comes through here. So I think if we put the block section here, it's a little... How's the clearance on this? Okay, that's plenty of clearance. So I think if we had the block section come out to here... Yeah, okay. Optional catwalk, of course. Oh my gosh, we have more tubes. More flubes are flying off. Okay, that's fine. We'll just ignore how dangerous our water park is for now, and we might fix it later. Okay. Then this one is going to be... I think a 50-mile-an-hour launch at like 20 feet per second is not going to be anything most kids are going to be unable to do. And we're going to go here, turn off the optional catwalk. Okay. Ah, damn it. Ah? Okay. Ah, where am I? Alright. The camera gets very weird on this, like, when we're this close to the edge of the park. Okay, what if we did this? Yeah, because it's not like I'm doing anything too crazy with this layout. I say as I do some crazy shit with this layout. We're going to go here. I'll probably end up moving the tree just backwards a little bit. All right, zeros all around. 2. Oh, perfect. Perfect. Maybe not a wave turn here. I'm thinking just like this. 43, half of 43 is 21, so let's do this. I'm changing my mind. We're going to go straight here. Not fully straight, like 5 degrees. We're going to straighten it out as we come up 22. Okay, I don't think it needs to be like that. I'm just trying to keep it from being like too crazy. Okay. It's less than -1. Alright. Sorry, I'm like... I think the key for these types of coasters, honestly, is to just kind of ad-lib it. Okay, never mind. 3.4 Gs is not remotely acceptable on a kid's coaster. I just don't like this weird crossover here, but I guess I can't... There's not a ton I can really do about it. Unless I just stick with my original plan and have it come this way. Okay, I want to be able to test the G's on this helix. Okay, we can always move some stuff. Yeah, we'll definitely need to break some of these rocks, I think. Not break them, just move them. Alright, and then obviously, yeah, that tree's definitely gonna need to move. Yeah, that's fine. And then, yeah, dip out. Okay. I like this layout a lot more now. I'm more confident with this. This is slow going, just waiting for it to get all the way over here and go around its big old thing, but okay. Yeah, that's too intense. That's way too intense. Maybe if we did something more like, more akin to an overbank turn. Okay. Okay, yeah. This gets me going in the direction I wanted to be going in. Without making it... Okay. Cool, 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 cool. That's all good for me. Because now, I want to go up and to the left. Right here. Bam. Perfect. Now we come... Okay, I'm just gonna make that a little bit longer. Okay. Alright. We need a little bit more layout before we can have a block zone. Okay. Boom. Okay, I'm watching the G-forces. 2.3. Okay, I'm pausing it so it doesn't break. Alright. I'm thinking maybe one more helix. We have a lot of speed to burn off, is the thing. Okay. Alright. I like this. No. Okay. Uh, 33. Okay, and then now we come up into the right. And then we come around here. I'm just going in with full confidence that this is gonna work. And zero confirmation that it will work. We're just gonna blaze through it and then see where we end up. Boom. 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 Epic. Okay, cool. Now we click here, we go here, and let's see. Let's see. No, it disappeared! That was what I was trying to avoid! No! It was there! It was all the way there! Okay. Alright, it's doing its thing. Alright. 2. 1 on the lateral G-force. But that might be fixed with smoothing. We'll see. 2, 3. Okay. That is such an easy fix. All it means is we just need to add trims here, slow it down by like 3 or 4 miles an hour. I think we'll be good. So I just need to get an accurate speed of how fast it's going when it goes through this part. Alright, 43. And by the time it hits the end, it's going 49. So if we hold it at 45 through here, I think we should be pretty good. And we won't have to rebuild the entire thing. Okay. Good, 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 good. Okay, let's see. Let's see if we did it. That did, yeah, that did not seem to work. I was about to say, those trim brakes did not seem very effective. So I think... I think it needs to be these two, and we'll hold both of these at 45. Okay, now let's see how that's doing. It's going through the whole layout. It's going through. Goes up there, comes down. Okay. Okay, 46. Okay, 0. 2.7. 3. Brief 3. Another brief 3. Okay. I think 1 mile an hour slower. 44. 43. My gut says 43. I think 43 miles an hour. I'm not going to bother looking. We're going to go straight on into smoothing all of this out. Perfect. Get through it like that. And then all of this. Smooth out. Smooth that out. Not too much, because we don't want to break the speed transition we built. Okay. This part smooth a lot, because it's going to be janky if we don't. We can probably smooth this whole third together. This bit we can smooth. Okay, now let's go back through the rest of the layout, do the smoothing pass, and then once we're done smoothing it all out, we should be good to check back through the trees. I don't think I've mentioned this in a while, but I really like what they've done with the smoothing in this game. I think it's a massive and, like, noticeable improvement from the first one. And I'm very glad that they updated it, because, like, there's so many elements that either would have taken me way longer to build or would not have come out nearly as nice with the same amount of effort in the first game. And I think that's something that I gotta give the devs credit for. Like, there's a few features that are noticeable improvements, and that's one of them that is definitely a noticeable improvement. Also, I don't know if you guys out there saw, but allegedly, at least according to some stuff, to like images that Frontier has put out, it looks like they're adding modular arcades to the game and like modular game shops. Hopefully as part of a free update. I mean, obviously, if it's part of a DLC, I'm buying all of the DLC for this game regardless. So like, that's no skin off my back. But hopefully it's going to be a free update. I would assume it is. But that's something that I'm really, really excited about. I'm kind of bummed that they're releasing the arcade update after we finished our boardwalk park. I was working on that boardwalk park for like a year plus, maybe. And they had to wait until I finally was like, I'm done with this, to be like, hey, we're adding a feature that would be perfect for a boardwalk park to the game. It's like, cool, guys. Awesome. Awesome. That all seems pretty good to me. Again, the last thing we need to smooth out is this overbanked. Okay, and then now we go through, look at trees. This tree is going to move here. Yep, you're safe there. Going around, no trees. These trees should be safe, but I'm going to move you just here to be safe. That's all good. That's all good. That's all fine. Yep. Come up around. Oh. Look at how horrific this looks. Let's change this. We gotta smooth this. I'm glad I caught this now. That would have been really annoying if we rode the whole roller coaster, only get to this part and realize that it was all screwed. Okay. That should be better now, though. I think that should work. And then as far as trees, this one doesn't even need to be moved. It literally just needs to be shrunk like a few percent. There we go. These trees should be good, but again, I'm just gonna just to be safe. Just gonna bring it right here. This one is definitely gonna collide, so we're gonna move it, especially if it gets like really windy. Yeah, that's all good. This needs to be moved right here. Okay. Wow, there's actually quite a bit of a queue forming for the teacups. I'm surprised people have made this. I'm surprised a single person made this track, let alone like a nice sizable little crew. Well, hopefully these people will have something nice to look forward to when they exit. All right, let's see. Let's go ahead and set up the block zones. 3 trains. What color do I want this to be? I think keeping it blue is a good idea, but I want to change. I want to copy this blue. I'm going to put it here. More of a medium blue. And this I'm going to make the nice cream color. Yeah. That fits. That fits the zone. And then as far as the cars go, I think I'm going to kind of do the same. I'm going to make that cream. This is going to be the nice deep blue. And this is going to be gold. And this is going to be gold. And we're going to swap these. Boom. I'm probably going to end up changing that, but for now, it works. All right. We built this pretty fast. So without further ado, let me disappear and give it a little bit of a test. Bam. I like that. There is, well, 2 things I noticed. First of all, this. But the other thing is there was something kind of weird and wacky going on here. Something about this just felt kind of janky. So I'm going to throw that there. And I think it was... Actually, I'm going to undo that. I think it was that this... I'm going to delete this outright. Okay. And we'll put like a rock here to kind of justify that awkward turn. But I think that was the issue. I think this needs a bit more smoothing. And I think trim brakes here. Okay. We gotta test it again anyway. We're gonna blaze through this first half because I really like how all of this came out. I also feel like the 2 halves are of comparable length, which is what we want in a coaster like this. It will hopefully, in theory, prevent any coasters from just sitting here. Okay, yeah, that felt a lot smoother. That felt a lot less janky. All right. Cool. Now we just place the entrance, which is going to be right here. And the exit is going to be right here. We're going to do this pretty straightforward. Nothing super fancy. Nope. I don't know why it's on classic path. guess we just won't do that. Yeah, that works for me. Obviously, we're going to build a station for this eventually, so it's not just going to be all of this weird steelwork oddly shoved right here. I think right there. Perfect. Come down. Make it a ramp. Cool beans. Come this way. Go here. And we'll have kind of like a wandering path that we can add things to look at. Okay. The coaster sign can go here. Boom. Cost $0. We're a generous park owner. Bam. And just like that, we are one coaster and one slide platform. We still need to do that. One coaster away from completion. Now, normally, I like to save my bathroom break for when we change games. However, I really need to pee, so I'm going to go use the restroom real quick. Don't go anywhere. I will be right back, and we'll work on that flume platform and then switch over to Dune. Alright, gamers. I'm back. Hopefully I didn't scare you. Let's get right back into it. We're done with all that. The flume platform, which will be the final piece of our water park, I'm going to place right here. We're going to start off... We don't have any matte flumes. Is there... I think we'd have to do a matte flume somewhere else. So, let's see. What are we kind of missing? We don't have any big family raft flumes. We don't have any space down here. Yeah, let's try it. Let's try and see if we can't make an interesting little raft flume here. Let's go up. I don't think this needs to be crazy tall. It definitely needs to be the tallest one in the park. Like here. I don't want it to be quite as tall as the Ferris wheel. I think right here. Perfect. And then the flume. I'm gonna have the staircase right here. So, here. I'm gonna have it drop immediately. So that way it builds up some speed. 20, 15, 10, and then we're gonna keep it 7. Ooh. Oh, I just had a huge idea. I just had a huge idea. Okay. I'm starting from the beginning. Okay. We're gonna go straight here. It does need to be lower down because of the flume platform. Because we don't want this to get in the way of the other slides we want to build. Okay. I think right here. It's about the right angle. Yep. Okay, I need it to be longer. Need it to be more out this way. Okay. Alright. Let's see. Okay, that excuse me. That is too fast, but it kind of needs to be. Okay. I was gonna have it come down and do a paddle, but I don't think we have the space for that. So we're not gonna do that. We're not gonna have it do a paddle. We'll just have it do a regular drop. Oh, I feel bad for all these people down there, but it's okay. Then we can just make this tree... We don't need to make the tree smaller. We'll just have this come up a bit more. I'm sorry, I'm trying to think ahead, because eventually I'm going to have pillars supporting this flume platform. So I'm trying to keep this layout from getting in the way of that. So I think we have it come here. Maybe here will be a good place for a just glass bottom piece. Yeah, this is kind of fun. Okay. I'm actually liking this so far. I feel like this is a pretty good use of the glass bottom flume. Also, I just had an amazing idea for the mats, for a mat slide, so we're definitely going to be doing that. Oh my gosh, yeah, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, sorry, I just had the most amazing idea for a slide that I almost just want to abandon this one before we even get started and go straight to that, but we won't do that. Okay. And also the glass flume works as well because it's way less obtrusive in the sky. And so it looks a lot nicer. And then again, these supports are just begging to be turned into pillars. And so I think this might end up looking really cool in the backdrop here. Of course, we're about to have to ruin it. I'm essentially just building a scenic raft ride at this point, honestly. I'll probably name this slide after, like, the east wind or something. I feel like that's thematically appropriate. Okay, hold on. Track support's off. I know what I'm gonna do for that track support. Also off. We're gonna need to do custom ones there. Yeah. I would love to have it do a drop here. Maybe something a little bit more significant. Oh, also, we can totally have track supports now. Nope. Just kidding. Now we can have track supports. Okay, it needs to be way more like... Oh, I really want it to come... Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Okay. Okay, we gotta protect the people from getting launched. Okay. I'm thinking like 30 degrees. That guy's having a good time. Okay. I think that might be hitting the coaster. But we'll see. Also, yeah, we're gonna need to do a tube. Because it needs to be way sharper. I don't know, actually. They really need to add, I hope in the next update they add clear glass versions of these pieces. Because they really need glass versions of these pieces. Because this just makes me nervous. Also, I have no idea where this is going to end up. Okay, yeah. That's too much. I think that's a bit too much out of the scope of A, realism, and B, just what we're capable of doing with the constraints that we have. I think a little tiny dip is perfect. We'll have it come out like this. We'll do 20, 39, a third of 39 is 13. Okay. This kind of needs to be over here. Okay, the dip was a fun idea, but it's just not gonna work. Actually, it might. Okay, hold on. No, this is gonna work. Okay. Boom. Okay. It needs to go out a little bit further. This ended up being way more in depth than I thought it would be, but it's okay. And I guess we did kind of end up getting a bit of what we wanted. Okay. Oh my gosh. Oh, it's so close to being perfect. Bro. Alright. Ah! That's not what I wanted to do. Okay. Obviously, one thing I did forget to do was add track supports to this. We're just gonna do that. Alright, this is not gonna work, so we're gonna... Okay, and we'll do a custom support for that. Alright. Let's see how this baby rides. And away we go. I love that. I think that came out really nice. And like I said, we'll theme it to like wind or something of the sort, and I think it will really work out well for us. Look, just like that. We can open it. Boom. Dude, that is radical. I'm disappeared. Here I am. Hello. Hi, everyone. Okay. I think that's pretty good. And then, like I said, I had a great idea for... some raft flumes. Or for mat slides. And I think... Yeah. Yeah, that might totally work. Or, we already have this. We have space here. Yeah, we could do a queue-line staircase in here. Okay. Here's what I'm thinking. We don't have time to do it now because we do got to switch to Dune. But I'm thinking station here. Raft shoots out. And maybe we can have two stations, one on either side. Raft shoots out, launch, launch, launch. Zoom, pops out here. Does a little fly around. Wraps back around. Zooms through here. And then comes out through here. Does like a little glass bottom glide through this. Out through here. And then it does whatever else it does. And then ends right here. Or right here. Probably right here. But that's what I'm going to do. That's what we'll probably do next time. But for now, we're going to close off of this. I'm going to hit save park. Sorry, I just got reminded of the mistake I made last time. We're going to ignore it. We'll do that. And then we're going to quit. And we are going to change game. That's right, I don't have a changing games scene. I still need to remake that. I still haven't done that after my computer crashed. That's fine. Go ahead and exit out of this. And let's boot up some Dune. Get ourselves hyped for Dune Part 3. Even though I'm already super hyped for it. I don't need any help getting hyped for that movie. But, you know, it's still fun to get hype. We can always get extra hype. Let's see here. Dune Awakening. Probably what we're going to start with is... Well, I need to see what we need to upgrade our vehicles. But once I have that in the back of my mind, I think what I'm going to start with is now that I have upgraded weapons and upgraded armor, I think we should go and try to do some more deep desert stuff again. Because we kind of failed hard at it last time, but I think that was just because our gear was severely under-leveled considering the level our character's at. Very, very good. I would love to get a Liquid Death sponsorship at some point. That would be so tight. We need to like blow up on a TikTok or Instagram. Nah. That would be hilarious if I I was having trouble getting Instagram to work. That's a long story, but I do have an Instagram page for the live stream stuff, for like clips and everything. I just haven't posted anything on it because I've been having issues posting to it, but that's fine. That's still something I need to figure out. Probably do that. Use the holiday weekend as an excuse to work on that. But I completely lost my train of thought because the game started. The cutscene completely stun-locked me out of what I was even talking about. What was I saying? Holy shit, I don't even remember the topic. Oh my gosh. I just, like, evaporated out of the conversation I was just having. What was I even saying? Am I going insane? What were we talking about? I need to figure out... Oh! Holy shit, Liquid Death sponsorship, Instagram, my Instagram page. I was saying, it would be funny if, like, our YouTube, or not our YouTube, it's my YouTube, fuck you guys. I put in the work, I run the channel. It'd be hilarious if, like, my YouTube never really does anything, but my Instagram, like, goes crazy. That'd be the funniest timeline, probably. Like, the account that I started last, that I did the least amount of effort for, is the one that really gets us. But I do think now's actually a good time to start an Instagram. I should probably start a Facebook page as well. Just because I have such a backlog of shorts now. The game is loaded, by the way. Here we are. Look at our guy and our new awesome armor. And look at our cool loadout and stuff. But yeah, that also threw me off of what I was trying to do. Or trying to say. Oh, Instagram, Facebook. I have such a backlog of shorts. I don't know what's going on. I'm still in vacation mode. I'm still recovering. But I have such a backlog of shorts now that I can post like 3 a day, which I think would be solid. So for this, Cutter Mark 5. So we need Buggy Mark 5. Which is going to be the chassis. Okay, the chassis we can make now. We'll need more duraluminum for it. More carbide. Probably going to need more cobalt paste eventually. Buggy hull. Diamondite. Okay. Okay. Well, let's start by building the chassis. That's all we can build before we need more duraluminum. Which we might be able to build now. I remember us having a lot of aluminum. Okay, we don't have a lot of aluminum. We have 50. We have 50 aluminum. That's more aluminum than we had, so we'll throw that in there. I keep wanting to hit tab to get out of the menu, but all that does is open the thing. Okay. So we've got that. Let's get this equipped. Nope. There we go. 1. Not enough support. Hold on. I don't want to scrap the buggy or anything yet, so I guess we'll just plop it. Yeah, we'll just plop it right here for now. Alright, hell yeah. We got the chassis. So let's see what we need for duraluminum. I mean, I know what I need for duraluminum, but I don't think... Let's see, what do we got? We can make 35. Okay, so we do need more jasmine. And then also just more... We can go ahead and do that. Now we have a clean 600 iron. Always needing more aluminum. That's usually how it goes. Let's clear out our inventory of stuff that we don't really need. And let's do some deep desert hunting. I think that'll... I mean, I don't think. I know they have aluminum in the deep deserts. We'll be able to collect some stuff there. We have a ton of blood on our hands. Not in, like, the negative ways, like we've killed a lot of people. Even though we have. We do have a lot of blood on our hands in that way. But I mean, we literally have a lot of blood in our possession. So let's go ahead and get rid of all of it. Deposit. We'll deposit the rest. Or no, we don't have any good blood refiners at the other place. Okay, we need to get on that. Alright, a lot of these blood packs we can leave here. We're not gonna need... I need to change the YouTube shit. Oh my gosh. I'm a professional, guys. I'm a professional streamer. It's not like there's a ton I need to change. Just the thumbnail. And... this one. Thumbnail and the category. Save. Alright. And after that brief aside, we can get rid of a lot of our blood sacks. This is kind of our we're leaving dump things bin. So we'll dump that. We'll keep our really good one. I think we'll just keep 2 on us. No, we want our static compactor. And then what are these? Mark 2s? What else we got? Mark 4. Let's carry these. And we're going to need to craft more bandages. So we only have 7. So let's craft 13 and then another 20, I think. Where are bandages? Why am I not seeing them? Where are they? Where are bandages? Oh, we should also upgrade our shield at some point, but I think, yeah, I don't even know where to get this stuff. Here we go. Okay, so we'll do craft amount 13 plus 20, so 33. I could have just typed it, but that's fine. So while that's cooking, we'll have an extra stack on us, so that'll be good. I think we can leave some of our tools here. Actually, no, I kind of need... We don't really need the construction tool, but that doesn't really weigh much. Yeah, it weighs 2 volumes, so that doesn't really... Getting rid of that doesn't really help us significantly. So I think we'll just leave that as is. Let's just kind of get organized. Cool. Okay, we'll keep that cooking. I should probably also make some air filters for while we're gone. Standard filter, yeah. Craft max. We can never have too much water. Like, literally never have too much water. Drink. Albag. I feel sated. Alright, are our bandages done? Are you done yet? Oh, how much power do we have? I might need to go... We might need to do some power cell hunting, actually. I did not even think about that. I had... When I checked, I think either yesterday or Monday, the other base had like 5 days left on it, so I'm not too worried about that immediately. But I have no idea how much power this base has left. Let's see. 6 hours. Okay, yeah. We need to go on a little bit of a power supply hunt. Whatever. We need to make some lube right now. We can only make 14. Okay, that's not good. Okay, yeah, we're gonna go. Let's go fuel cell hunting now. Ooh, ooh. We were not facing the direction I thought we were. Okay. I think the best place for fuel... Oh my gosh, there's spice over there. Okay, well, hopefully over here is a good place for fuel cells. I don't think anyone's going after this spice. Hello, sandworm. Please don't eat me. Okay, we're fine. We made it. Here is safe. Okay. Where's that spice? Right here. Get as close to it as we can. Cool. Okay. Get out our compactor. What the fuck? Okay. I don't know what that noise is, so we'll ignore it. No. Are you serious? I walked 2 feet. I walked 2 feet. I was barely on the sand. Damn. He wildin' tonight. SHAI-HALUD going crazy. Okay, well, he's like way over there now. Okay. Oh, is this drum sand? That would be why. This is drum sand. Okay. Okay, that explains a lot. Not worth it. Not worth it. Spice on top of drum sand? Yeah. Yeah, no, that's not worth it. That is so insanely not worth it. So we will not be doing that. We're going to say a no to that. No, thank you. Alright, we don't really need iron. I mean, we probably will in the future, but we don't need it right now. There we go. Turret. Thank you. 300 fuel cell. Alright, what else we got? What else we got? No fuel. No fuel. There's probably fuel down there, but I don't really want to bother. That's a sand bike location anyway. Okay, fuel. I knew there would be some here. Okay. We are going to need more flour sand as well. Just because, as always, we need silicone blocks. It's actually crazy how much recipes call for, or how many recipes call for silicone blocks. You would think it would not. I don't know what I thought I would gain by going up here. There is a cave we can check out. I do think we need Holtzman actuators, so probably not the worst thing to come here. Oh, hello. Okay. 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 Damn it. Okay. Nice. Alright. I haven't used the rapier a ton, so I'm still kind of getting used to it. I'll take their blood since we're heading back home. And what do we got here? Cool. I think we get the Holtzman actuators in other places, but there is no reason not to come in here. Alright, cool. There was kind of no reason to go in there. Let's see. We're just gonna take a shortcut. We're fine. We're epic. We're fine. Hey, we definitely need more fuel cells, though. It'd be epic if we can fill up our truck with them. But I think that would take quite a few. Alright, SHAI-HALUD over there. Noted. Alright, let's get back home. Try to avoid the drum sand. Alright, cool. Doing tight. I'm gonna avoid the spotlight. I'm gonna go around this way. I don't really want the spotlight, not right now. I do want the spotlight, but not in this context specifically. Pretty much only not in this context, actually. I'm looking around. I'm not seeing any power cells. Yeah. Do your damage. Yup, I know. You don't like me driving my truck through your base. I get it. Look, I get it, alright? But I'm leaving you guys alone. I wasn't coming after anything you guys had specifically. Unless you guys have fuel cells, but you didn't look like you did. There probably were some over there, but I didn't see any. Oh. Oops. There's usually, like, a few out on, like, the edges of the sands here. But I guess not out this way. Okay, I'm really just unnecessarily going through the sand right now. That looks like one. That might be scrap metal, but that looks like it. No, that's scrap metal. Oh, is someone crossing over? Or is the sandworm just running? Looks like it might just be running. No power cells. This is a massive bummer. You would think there would be more, especially with all, like, this industrial stuff in this zone, but I mean, I guess that's why there's not more. They're all being used. Okay, that sounds really close. That does not sound a kilometer away. Okay, guy over there. I'm just gonna keep driving until we see some. I don't want to have to drive all the way to the gap in order to find some, though. And I'm not talking about the clothing store. I think it's called the Rift. I don't know why I called it the Gap. It should be called the Gap. Oh! Oh! Where? I don't see the shockwave. Oh, I have no idea what direction that came from, but that was a spice blow. That one's probably not on drum sand. Alright, I don't feel like going all the way over there. That doesn't seem worth it. We have like 1,000 on us, which is a lot. Okay, we're just gonna go straight this way. Taking the shortcut. No power cells. I don't see any in that little crevice. So much scrap metal. It'd be awesome if we needed scrap metal. Okay, looks like we've exhausted the supply of easily accessible materials. Alright. I guess we have enough. We should at least have enough to, like, get us by. Exit. There we go. Okay. Let's see. Storage full. Okay, we don't want to just... We gotta split this. Boom. Okay. Storage. Throw those in there. Gotta be more strategic. Throw those in there. I wish there was a way. Maybe there is, and I'm just, like, dumb. But it'd be really nice to just be able to, like, put all of my power cells into a single inventory and have them automatically, like, disseminate throughout my base. You know what I mean? I don't know why I got in. I didn't need to do that. Okay. Then these ones will make lube with. Low-grade lubricant. Max. And then the rest of the power cells we will just put upstairs. Boom. No matching items. That's right. There's nothing in here. Okay, there we go. Deposit all of our other stuff. Our blade parts. Boom, boom, boom. Alright, what do we got? What do we got? And let's grab those silicone blocks. Oh, we did. Oh, that's right. We used all of them. Okay, never mind. All right, are we ready to go into the deep desert? I think so. Let's just deposit our Solari in here, and we'll just throw these rocks in there. Why not? Oh, survey probe. Boom, boom. All right, we should be good to go. Let me just cap out my water real quick. Drink. Nice. All right, deep desert time. We do need to stop off at the other base before we leave. Ooh. Okay, that was close. Narrowly avoided that. I don't know what would happen if the spotlight hit us while we're in our helicopter, but I don't really want to find out in case it's something bad. I'm protective of my ornithopter. It's my only one right now. I'm just gonna fly all the way up. High altitude fuel consumption. Wait until we're about to overheat. Okay. How much fuel do we have? Okay. Should have grabbed some before we left, but we're kind of in it now. I think we should be fine. I can just go ahead and refuel now. See where it puts us. Okay. That should get us there and back again. A nice little Hobbit's Tale round trip. We should have repaired our rotors. I don't know. Here I thought we were ready to go to the deep desert, and now I'm seeing all these things we forgot. I promise I'm way better prepared on actual road trips. Hey, someone stole our idea and immediately made it way better. That cliffside base is way cooler, but ours is in a way better position. I still think we have one of the best base placements on this map as far as dope-ass views go. Oh, I thought we could hack that. Nice. Okay, let's see. I don't know what were we doing? What was I doing here? Oh, I wanted to deposit some blood. Make sure this place has... What do we need for the blood extract? Oh, I completely wasted that. That's stupid. Alright. Oh, we can do this now. Oh, that's why we didn't do it. That... I don't know why I keep hitting 4. It's because 4... I'll tell you exactly... Oh, we never picked up our bandages. Oh my gosh. I'm like... We are making all kinds of mistakes. All kinds of mistakes today. And I just hit X. I just hit Z for no reason, which activated our spice shit. No, I don't need this. Get it out. No. Oh my gosh. 7. Build. Okay. I'm just gonna throw you there right now. Okay. We'll fix this. We'll fix this. Actually, we'll just do this. Okay. Demolish. Okay. Alright, put all our shit back that we took. Okay. Let's get out of here. Can I deactivate my spice? I hate that I'm just literally fucking wasting it. Okay. Well, glad we came all the way here to deposit blood, which we weren't able to do. Only to realize that we have to fly all the way back to our base, even though the border wall's right there. So, hey, this wouldn't be a Dune stream if we didn't have to go back and forth 8,000 times for 20 minutes before we were able to do anything fun. That's what this game is about. Gliding back and forth because you're retarded. That's what it is. I'm literally stupid. Like, this is like... I don't know why. I don't know why I literally never learn. I make the same exact mistake every single time. I'm like, all right, we're ready to go. You know what I'm not going to do? Check. I'm going to check nothing. I'm just going to assume that we're ready to go and then arbitrarily spend the next 15 minutes just gliding. Because remember, after we get back to our base, we're going to have to go from here all the way to one of the world borders, which are literally all as far away from us as they could possibly be, because we're geniuses and we thought we really planned ahead when we picked our base location. Alright, we're going to speedrun this. We need fuel. We need to turn off our spice. But I guess we're not going to do that. Okay. Throw that in there. Okay. Throw that back. Alright, and then what was the other thing we needed? We needed that. There's something else. What was the other thing? Oh, bandages. Bandages. We need to make 2 more now. So let's go ahead and do that. Oh. Oh, it makes 10 of them? Oh, oops. I should have read that. I would have only made 1. Okay. Go up here. Then in here. Cool. That's gonna make us some more water. And then we might as well, since we're here, just repair our helicopter. Oh, and also deposit this blood so our thing is empty. Holy shit, there's so many tiny little bullshit chores we need to do. Oh my gosh. I literally thought we were ready. this away. We can put this here. The melange spice beer, I kind of want to keep in us, or on our inventory. 79. Okay, I don't like how encumbered we are, but there's really not anything we can do about that. Okay. Here we go. All right, now we can go to the deep desert. Let's load up our helicopter. Wait, no, let's get rid of that because we don't want that clogging up the helicopter inventory. Okay. No, damn it. Okay. Kind of wanted to keep that beer. Oh, I didn't even need to craft any. We have so much. Should probably go sell that at some point. Fuel cell. Okay. All right. Now we can go to the deep desert. Third time's a charm. And I do think going south is quicker. Alright, lots of birds. Cool. There we go. Nice. Easy. And now we just wait. Someone run a timer. I should get like a speed run timer and just see, like, do a little count. How much of, because I'm not shitting on, to be clear, I'm not shitting on this game, to be absolutely clear, because this is like literally every single game. But it would be interesting to just like take all of the games that we play on these streams and then just like do a time counter of how much time we spend just doing absolutely nothing. Or be like the equivalent of nothing. Cool. That was pretty straightforward. Alright, let's get out of here. No. Alright, I guess we gotta go awkwardly around. I would like to try one of these big dungeons at some point, but I do not trust our capabilities of doing that right now. I don't think we've ever approached from this direction before. Go. Alrighty. Let's go ahead and drink our spice beer just to get our stuff up, because I'm very annoyed that we wasted that. Okay. 3, 2. Okay. Cool. That got us all the way up. We're gonna have like a spice overdose. Ooh. Big helicopter right there. Oh, what's this? Okay, that's someone's base. That's a really cool looking base. I like the vibe of it. Alright, looking around. I don't see anything that looks like it would be a testing station. I don't know how high we need to be in order to survey. Probably not this high. We can probably survey from up on top of this rock, I would imagine. So let's do that. Okay. Go down. Let's see. $53 meters. That's significant. So probably up here, I would guess. Oh, I thought I was closer to that than I was. We'll pretend that that didn't just happen. 9 meters. Alright, we gotta go right over here. We'll land next to this aluminum that we need. Nice. Okay. And then now we just wait around. Alright, back into it. Back into it. I really wish it would let you do things while it's surveying. It is kind of ridiculous that it makes you just stand still for 30 seconds. Like, this seems very just arbitrary. Like, that doesn't seem like it's something that needs to happen. Alright, what did we get? What did we survey? Alright. Okay. Taxi service. Oh, that's what that was. Okay, Imperial Testing Station number 186. Let's head right over. I'm gonna go ahead and deposit my aluminum. There we go. It's probably in this rock outcropping, maybe? Yeah. There it is. Boom. Alright. Let's see if upgrading our gear actually did anything to help us. Not gonna need any of that. Alright. Shield activated, just in case. Long staircase. Very fun, very fun. What could be at the bottom, I wonder? Fun things for us to shoot, hopefully. Hopefully fun things for us to shoot. What do we got? Okay. Locked door. Let's go left. Okay. Cool rocks and some cacti. I love a good cacti. Or a good cactus. Yeah. Whoa. Okay. Already, that took way less hits than it did last time to kill. Okay, just do a little bit of healing. A little bit of healing. Damn it. He ducked at just the right time. Epic. Damn it. Oh, double. He's gonna dodge out. Nope. He's just gonna let it kill him, I guess. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Cool, cool. All those are good things. Oh, I'll take some spicy food. Okay, we're gonna have our blood sacks all full, like, in this first dungeon, it seems. Okay, we found a blue ID card. Ooh. A worse Karpov than the one that we already have. That'll be fun to break down. Or no, maybe I can sell it? No, we'll break it down. The materials are more useful for us. I really don't need any more darts. Hello, anybody home? Okay, so that's not the door we got a key card for. Okay. Didn't get a key card for this door. Interesting. Oh! 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 We're fine. Unscathed. Okay, this is back at the room we started at. So now we go this way. Okay. I wish this game had more stealth options. That would be my one critique. Oh. I'm probably one of like the damn it. Only people who thinks that, but I do think it. Okay, that hurt you. Oh. Nice. Alright, we successfully avoided their acrobatics. Now let's take their blood. Perfect. Let's go ahead and just snipe that guy. Easy. Ooh, intel. I love intel. I'll pick up the purple identification band. That's for those other doors that we saw. Let's see. Hello, sir. Give me your blood. Thank you very much. I think 1 or 2 more corpses is all we're going to be able to hold as far as blood goes. Okay, no hidden. Gotta make sure we find all of the chests. You never know what you're going to find. Okay, nice. Okay, cool. All of these are good things. All of these are good. Okay, nice. Now we go this way. Alright, this looks like boss room. Is he able to come through? Are they able to get through? Okay, it doesn't seem like it. Okay, yeah, and I can't shoot. Okay. Run! What are you doing? Okay. Okay, my guy. Okay. I seem to have found their weak point. It doesn't seem like they can actually hit me if I'm standing here. But I can still hit them. Okay. Alright, we found the cheese corner. Oh. Alright. This is bad. Nope. Nope. Okay, well, they're all poisoned now, so that works. Alright. Vehicle respawn. Vehicle. Alright, let's get back inside. I think we can take them. I'm confident in our capabilities. Damn it, I keep hitting 4. Alright, hopefully it's not too loud. It looks like it might be. And that might be a problem, but we should be fine. Every time I go into one of these Imperial testing stations, I'm just like, damn. This game needs a forever slide. Alright, we gotta do a lot of... I kind of hate that it doesn't respawn us with the ID bands, especially since it doesn't... Well, it's good that it doesn't respawn enemies for us, to be clear. But it is kind of annoying that it makes us backtrack and recollect them if it's not going to also re-add the challenge. Because then it just kind of feels like, why are you making me do this? Like, is there a reason I don't just respawn with the ID bands? Like, it's not like it's hard to get them back. Like, it just feels like the game's kind of wasting my time a bit. Luckily, these testing stations out in the deep, or at least these early parts of the deep desert, are pretty... Of course, that missed. Alright, kill the guys without the shields. Got him. Alright. Alright. I need to remember that I have grenades and stuff. Okay. Heal. Okay, reload, reload. Okay, run, 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 run. Get out of here, get out of here. Find a corner. Okay, inventory. Okay. It didn't work because the inventory screen is stupid. Oh my gosh. Okay, self-revive. So annoying. Okay. Sprint! What are you doing? Run! Holy shit! I was pressing the sprint button. Oh my gosh. I need you to not be freaking doing that. No! Oh my gosh, take all. Oh my gosh, okay. That was incredibly aggravating. Can I heal now? Thank you. Okay. Ooh, alright. Okay, that shit. That spiked my adrenaline. It really spiked my adrenaline. Okay. I thought we were goners. I don't know what this guy's doing. Okay. I mean, I'm glad he's doing what he's doing, even though I have no idea why. Nice. Okay. Ooh. Catch our breath. Catch our breath. Breathe. Breathe. That was a lot. That was a lot. But we made it through. Okay. Oh, so many epic things. Alright, I've decided I don't like using the rapier. That's one of the things I've learned. Alright, I think those were all the chests in here. I don't think there was anything else. That's why we came in. I didn't see any chests in the little cubbies we were hiding in. But I do want to make sure we got everything. So it's not like we're going to be coming back here anytime soon. Alright, cool. We filled up our blood container. Wow. There were exactly enough enemies in this little bunker area. Or in this testing station for us to fill up all of our blood sacks. Isn't that fortuitous? Let's get home. It's home time. This was a fun little testing station, but it's home time. It was a successful run, though. We got a decent amount of things done. I feel pretty good about what we accomplished. We gotta get home. We'll sort through all of our loot. And then I think we'll call it there. I'll have to do some aluminum mining off stream probably. And that yeah, that's our way out of here. That's our canyon out. I don't know what I'm gonna do for food. I don't need to decide that. I still need to go grocery shopping. I just haven't had time to. Like, I could go after stream, but it's like, ugh. It's so late. I'm so tired. I wanna go bed. I don't wanna go giant. I wanna go bed. I should probably go to giant. What I might do, since I'm struggling to figure out what to get for food, is I should just, like, knock on my roommate's door and be like, hey, I'm going to set the oven to 400, because our oven takes, like, 1,000 years to heat up. So, like, I'm going to set the oven to 400. That's what 99% of frozen pizzas cook at, and I can just go to Giant and grab a pizza. They usually have something on sale, pizza-wise. I think this is where we want to enter. Excuse me. That was a weird hiccup burp combo. Not what I ordered, sir. I thought this was a Wendy's. I don't know why I just threw all of my leader Johns into... Oh, okay. This was not a good place to spawn in. It put the radiation zone between us and our base, which is significantly less than ideal. I think we can brave some radiation sickness. Yeah, this was probably the worst place we could... Yeah, this was literally probably the worst part of the map we could have entered in from. Noted. Noted for future. Then as soon as we hit the warning, hit shift. Shift. And we should be able to get there. Only 3,600 meters away is not bad. I don't think it's going to be any problem at all. Kind of smells like my roommate might be cooking something in the oven. In which case, that would be super helpful, because it'll just already be heated up. That would work out so well for me. Okay, we only half radiation sickness. Okay. Big thing. It's flying kind of low. I don't know where those things are usually supposed to fly, but something that big I feel like would normally be higher up. Oh. Someone's in trouble down there. Well, they can have fun with that. Alright. We're gonna put ourselves... We gotta go around these fingers over here. The 4 fingers, I call them. Starting just now. Go around. Alright, then we gotta kinda... Okay, overswung, overswung. Damn it. turned a little too sharply there. That's fine, though. Epic. And just like that... Oh, wait, no, we have to sort through all of our stuff. Oh, my gosh. What did we even get? What did we even get? A lot of things. A lot of things. A lot of things which are broken, too, which is, quite hilarious. Throw in the Solari. Alright. Then we just go around and we just press F. Press F everywhere. Everywhere, press F. Press F, press F. Okay, and then we should only have... Okay, thermic coolers I think we put in here. Yep. And same with the spice-infused whatever. Ooh. Albatross wing module. Mark 5. Interesting. Okay. Small vehicle fuel cell. That's good to have. I think we keep those in here. Yep. And then all of these we can scrap. Yeah, I'm not really going to need any of that. So it's recycle time. Recycle. Recycle. Salt ornitho... Oh. Oh, but that's so damaged. That kind of hurts, but... Okay. Cool. There's probably people who play this game a lot who are screaming at me just scrapping all of that stuff. But like realistically, I'm never gonna use any of it. Like it would probably be more beneficial to sell it. But like, I kind of rather have some of the materials. But all right, that was a successful little deep desert trip. I think I'm gonna call it there, gamers. Another shorter. I'm sorry these week's streams have been a bit shorter, but we're kind of in like a weird... We're in another one of those weird in-between series periods. There's a few games coming out in April that I'm kind of waiting to come out to see how they are. Because the last thing I want to do is start Assassin's Creed 2. And then do... Oh, hello, guy on his little buggy. The last thing I want to do is start Assassin's Creed 2. And then only do like 2 streams of Assassin's Creed 2. And then have to start another game because one of the games came out in April. But I'm also not super confident they'll work well for this channel. But we'll see. So hopefully we'll be getting some variety in. But yeah, this week was just a lot of like... Essentially just this week was a filler arc on the YouTube channel. It was kind of like, all right, we're in between major storylines right now, but we still gotta, you know, make airtime. So what are we gonna do? How are we gonna fix this? Okay, that one already has 81, so we'll just leave that. Alright, let's throw these in there. Look at that! All of our windmills are powered now. Love to see it. Love to see a bunch of active windmills. Okay, that was the least graceful way I possibly could have gotten down there. But, alright, I think I'm going to end it there, gamers. Thank you guys so much for watching. Reminder, this Friday is Good Friday, so there's not going to be any stream. A, I'm helping out. I'm running booth cam at church. And B, I would feel weird streaming on Good Friday, so we're not going to do that. But I will be back Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time with some Valheim. Should be a lot of fun. Definitely come check that out. Unless my Easter plans end up running long. But usually my family does lunch stuff, so in theory, I should be good for stream. If I'm not, I'll let you know, and I'm sure you guys will understand that it's Easter. I can't be around it. What's up, Rose? Thank you for lurking. What's up? What's up? Thank you so much. Thank you. It's good to see you. We definitely have to play Repo or something sometime soon in the near future. That definitely needs to happen. We gotta make that. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. Rose, thank you for lurking. If you haven't already, the best way to make sure you keep up with all the stuff we got going on is, of course, to subscribe. Hit the notification bell next to it. You'll be notified every time I go live. And every time I upload a new video, I'm live 4 times a week on Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. I upload a new video every Monday. The last video was Assassin's Creed Part 3. And this next video is going to be Assassin's Creed Part 4. And then after that, it's the finale. 2 more episodes of Assassin's Creed from 2007 left. And then we're going to be doing Dead Island. So, a lot of fun. Lots of stuff to look forward to coming out on the channel. Definitely check out all of those things. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your week. A wonderful Thursday. I hope you guys have a wonderful and thoughtful and remembranceful, retrospective Good Friday. And I hope you guys, if I don't see you guys on Sunday, I hope you guys have a wonderful Easter. Spend some time with your family, go to church, do all those important things, and I will catch you guys all on the next stream. Stay sponge gamers.